Alright guys, welcome back, and today we got another Minecraft video. And what you see here is my basement. So I think last episode I said I was going to do some off-camera work, and I guess you could say that. It's not quite finished. I have to mine out this side and smooth out the corners a little bit and take down some of the cobble everywhere. But yeah, it's coming along quite nicely. So yeah, I'm just gonna start on this, talk for a little bit, and then I'll probably cut the rest out. I was actually making some good progress on this, but then I was blowing it up with TNT, or just this side I was blowing up. This whole area I did by hand, which took forever, and there's mobs spawning, so I died a fair number of times. And so yeah, that kind of made it inconvenient, but I went on through it. And so anyway, I was blowing it up, and of course when I blow it up I don't replace the torches because it doesn't take that long anyway. Mobs shouldn't spawn. But one did spawn, and it happened to be a creeper. So I was going along placing all the TNT with 4 stacks of TNT on me. And I hear a like hissing sound, and then it blows up, and I didn't really have on that much armor. Most of my armor broke. In fact, I don't even think I had these boots on when it happened. But anyway, yeah, it blew up and then set off the TNT, so that destroyed 4 stacks of TNT, sharpness 5 sword. I think it destroyed my pick, I'm not sure. I think it also destroyed like 9 stacks of cooked chicken, although I got a double chest full, so that's not really a big deal, honestly. But yeah, that kind of sucked, but I guess I'll go on. And sorry for the long break between this episode and the last episode. It was not intentional, just I really wanted to get an episode out, but Thanksgiving crept up really quickly, and I go out of state for Thanksgiving, and up to my aunt's house actually. So I had to go there with some family. Fortunately, I have a desktop, sorry, so I couldn't bring it with me. And that was fun. I got to sleep in a barn heated by a wood stove. When it was cold outside, it was Ohio, so it was very chilly. In fact, it snowed a good bit there, and it usually doesn't snow there that early when we're up there for Thanksgiving. But it did this time, and that's cool. And another thing that happened, which was a little bit of a setback and why ultimately did not get an episode out over the break, is sorry, I keep saying for some reason. I'm not actually thinking. I know what I'm gonna say, just oh Jesus. But anyway, so I hooked up 2 screens to my computer, and that's interesting because I tried that a while ago, and for some reason, like, it just would not work. I think the HDMI cable I tried was a complete piece of crap. So, like, it was really discolored and just ugly. Like, it worked, but it was discolored. And so this time when I tried it, I was like, I'll hook up my old computer to the screen rather than hooking up my current computer to 2 screens. And for some reason, the really old computer didn't work. And by old, I mean like probably 2005. It's actually what I first started Minecraft on, and then I went to a computer which got worse frame rate, because it was my parents, and it was also Zorin, which is a ripoff of a ripoff of a ripoff of Linux. So it wasn't the best optimized for gaming. I mean, like, it wasn't bad, but it just wasn't good either. So anyway, enough with that computer. So I tried hooking that up, and it didn't work. And then I tried hooking up my current computer. Oh, wow, lag. Hey, just talking about computers and lag and all that stuff. Wow, I have no idea what's causing this lag. I'm gonna... Hey, it fixed itself. Surprise, surprise. But, anyway. So, I hooked up 2 screens to my computer, and, it's a little bit weird, because I used to have my main screen, which is a really nice screen. The secondary screen I have right now is probably from early 2000s or late 1900s, because it's from when IBM still made computer screens. My dad works for IBM, interesting enough. And yeah, this screen, it has a full-size VGA port. It doesn't have like micro or whatever they call those things now. It doesn't have an HDMI port. And the like power cable on this thing is massive. Like just the screen power cable, I think it's slightly bigger than my computer's power cable. So I'm running back and forth now. That's not good. So like I had my computer, my main screen, hooked up to my CPU before, or my motherboard. If it was hooked up to my CPU, that'd be weird. But I had it hooked up to my motherboard, so it wasn't really good. It did the trick, and it worked fine, and I play Minecraft primarily, so I didn't really notice a difference. So I was perfectly fine with it. And since my computer, I think it has 2 VGA ports, which is also what I had my computer screen hooked up to by. Now I have it on HDMI, of course. And it has 2, but I'm not sure one works. Actually, yeah, they both work, but honestly, I don't know why. I haven't thought of this before. I guess I always just assume one didn't work, because I think I tried it once and it didn't work. I'm not sure though. So I had it hooked up via VGA and motherboard, and now I have it hooked up to my graphics card, which is a pretty good graphics card, but like there's this really weird frame rate lag that I get. It's not actually frame rate, like if I can get it for you, like you see here how it's kind of choppy when I turn my mouse back and forth, and my frame rate's perfectly fine. It's locked at 50, by the way. And so my frame rate's fine, but it just looks like it lags for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it only seems to happen when you're moving sideways and moving your mouse at the same time, which I'm really not coordinated enough to do anyway. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I'm not sure if you'll actually be able to see it in the video, or if it's just my screen, or what. But, yeah, and also, play 2 first-person shooters, which are Team Fortress, and like, the reason I'm saying this is because when you see me doing the 360s, that's not intentional. I'm actually trying to move my mouse a little bit, but not a whole lot, and so I turned off, or I turned on raw mouse input, which you can just do in Windows settings. It's pretty easy. And if you don't know what that does, Windows, it automatically takes your mouse acceleration, and depending on how fast you move your mouse, it increases or decreases the sensitivity depending on what you're doing at the time. So, for example, if I was going like, woo, it'd probably be really fast. But if I was going like that, trying to move it really slowly, and there's a slime over there, and I want his balls. But yeah, I turned that off because it really screws up your aim in first-person shooters. And the first-person shooters I play aren't like serious first-person shooters. Like, I'm not some COD fanboy. They're Planet Side 2, which if you don't know what that is, it's a good game. I'd recommend checking it out. And Team Fortress. And if you don't know what Team Fortress is, you've been living under a rock. And like, see, I wasn't trying to go into this hole. That's raw mouse input for you. And so I'm still getting used to it. I probably did it like a couple days ago. And Minecraft seems to be the only one that I'm actually having trouble getting used to it in. So if you see me doing 360s, just know I'm not like Sonic going do a barrel roll. Should probably have a shovel. Too lazy. So yeah, that's all I really had to say right now. So to avoid boring you, I'm either gonna skip ahead of this or speed this up. And I'm feeling lazy, so I'm just gonna skip it. Alright, I'll be back when this is done, or until my pick breaks. Alright guys, welcome back. And I have finally finished this wall. Or actually, I'm about to finish it right now, on camera for you. Boom, done. What now? And before I wrap up this episode, because I am running out of time, kinda. Surprisingly, that kind of like explanation slash interesting-ish topics I went on took 11 minutes, which I did not realize. But let me just finish killing these slimes. And for some reason, whenever I build a house underground, it's in a slime chunk. Every time. But yeah, I'll show you around. So you've already seen this. There's not really a whole lot. That's where like TNT was exploding, and it was exploding a good distance away. I have no idea why it tore that up, but it did. I'm gonna have to replace that. It's not gonna be a huge hassle, to be honest. I'm planning on having all four sides of the little docks down here, which are a new thing, kind of like this side. They were like this, but that didn't really work, so I'm gonna change them all to this side or some variation of this side. Probably gonna do something different with the stairs on this corner, and there's gonna be water going down from here, and yeah, like I said, not finished yet. Actually, this is my Fortune 3 pick, which I had down there, and I really don't want to use it like as a normal pick, but my pick broke and I was too lazy to get another one because all my diamonds are in my ender chest, which are back at spawn, except for 3, although I didn't have any wood, so I just took one from there. So yeah, that's where that came from. And I actually got some ladders over here, which I'm gonna go up. So honestly, I'm probably gonna make this center part bigger because I didn't quite grasp how big this was gonna look. So I'm either gonna have to make this smaller and redo a lot of stuff, or make the stuff that's inside of it, if that makes sense, slightly larger. And yeah, my nether portal's just up there. I'm not gonna get over there because that's gonna take too long, and by that time you'll probably lose interest. And over there, there's actually a village. And that's actually my bed, which I should probably use considering it's night, and raw mouse input for the win. And I think it's this, oh god dang it, stupid raw mouse input. Yeah, that is red sand. So there's a mesa biome over there. And yeah, that's really it. So next episode is likely you'll see me with a new skin for the holidays. Currently my skin is on the outside or on the back of this, and on the front it is a walrus in a tuxedo with a sword on the back and a crown on his head. So yeah, see you next time, guys. Woo! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Woo!